On day 6 of our Virgin Voyages Greek Island Glow cruise, we visited Mykonos. We started the day with a beautiful and windy excursion on a catamaran before heading into town to explore. Join us to see what we got up to on this idyllic day around the island.
You gotta let me know how the water temperature is. Are you scared? Aubrey likes to jump in.
Ready?
Yeah.
Jump in!
Aubrey, what did you think of the water temperature she's thinking?
Well, it's no Lake Geneva, which was like 56 degrees Fahrenheit.
Also,
So it felt nice.
yeah,
It was cold initially, but then you get used to it.
because it's been so hot here, the water temperature was warmer than Santorini was on our honeymoon,
Yeah, the time we went before.
but there weren't any fishies.
No fish there. But there are also like 10 other boats there, so.
Yeah. I think we get another stop-off place. So this was a paid excursion. If you ever get a chance to take a boat around the Greek islands, I highly recommend it because that's what you want to see.
ASMR.
So they're cooking us lunch too. I'm excited to eat. Look how green the water is right here. It's beautiful.
And one day Poseidonas, the god of the seas, Poseidon, decides to anchor it with diamond chains exactly in the center of the Aegean Sea. So if you see the map of Greece from the top, you will see Delos is in the middle of the Aegean, and all the other Kyklades islands. Kyklos means the second in Greek, that's why we call these islands Kyklades. There are 33 islands we call Kyklades. They are creating circles around Delos.
so long. I just want ice cream. I'm debating 1 or 2 scoops. I think we're gonna go with 2. I'm not eating a meal anytime soon. I need the energy. It's better than a coffee. Not really, it's not. It's really not. Ice cream number 4. We did 2 scoops. Key lime pie is my favorite.
So something that's like inconvenient is when you can't dock in port, so then you have to use the tenders. In Mykonos this time, we were ousted from the port because of this big, massive cruise ship, Princess Cruises. So you have to wait on the tender to ride into port. Then you have to take a shuttle into town, and then it's like, well, is town gonna be worth it? And then it takes like an hour to get into town. I don't know what it's like, but it's taking 20 minutes, but we're still not in town.
No, we're not in town. Also, here is the massive ship that is
stuck in port.
Yeah.
Lame.
What do you think?
Oh, I'm sure this has twice as many rooms, which is probably why it got the dock and we didn't. But again, would you want to be trapped in a cruise with that many people? There was a water slide on top of their cruise.
It's one of those.
Look at this plane.
Huh?
We almost walked right past the shuttle into town.
But 1 point for us, it looks like it is emptying right now, which means we can hop on it.
So the bus ride was about like 3 to 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah.
Short.
It's 6:30.
You can already hear the clubs bumping,
I think that might be on that boat.
but it's still bumping.
It's a sunset party cruise.
There seems to be some big yachts here. It's like rich people come here or something.
Something you don't think about in the price of your cruise is that all of these tenders are third-party companies that the cruise ship is paying to shuttle people. And I mean, just think about how expensive that is for a whole day, you know?
But most other cruises, not Virgin, you have to pay for your port fees separately. I feel like that's what your port fees probably pay for.
I thought oh. What happened?
I stubbed my foot.
Oh, which toe? Is it right there?
Wow. Another Greek kitty doesn't know what it's doing. It's licking its paw in that ice cream. Yeah, there's a beach right along the path.
Yeah, so here's another port where you could just grab a quick beach if you wanted to swim. I mean, it's no beach club, but it is a swimming area. Oh.
Cars can drive down the street, these like alleys. Where do you want to go?
I don't know, I can't tell where. I guess this way, because that seems like it's restaurants.
I feel like there's a lot of restaurants everywhere.
Yeah, there are.
Wait. Is this where the actual Salt Bay is from? You know, the guy that does the memes? Salt Bay? Is that you? Aubrey, looking at the prices of the restaurant, they're so expensive. We just we walked past a restaurant that sells souvlaki in like euros. Normally is like 5 to 7 euro. It was 17, 20 euro.
Wow.
It's a huge upcharge here.
I knew that would be the case. This is the most posh, well, I think it's the most famous Greek island besides Santorini, you know?
Why?
Because it's popular.
Feel like I'm on an Instagram reel or something.
You're in an Instagram reel.
I am an Instagram reel.
You're in a painting. Wonder how often they have to clean.
Every day.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
It's really cute here. It's very quaint. Feels a little like it was created this way though. But it's still nice to walk around and it is visually beautiful.
Like Instagram.
Yeah, mostly your typical stores that you'll see in other Greek touristy locations, except there's a few more like high-end shops selling designer brand stuff.
Lots of restaurants.
Lots of restaurants, yeah, definitely.
We must be walking down Rodeo Drive or something because there's like Gucci and all these other names. There's some people like taking photos at a brand I've never heard of called Off-White. Is that designer?
No idea.
Shows me how much I know.
I don't know if flip-flops were the right call for this terrain.
Why are you slipping?
No, it's just the soles are not very thick and the ground is uneven.
So we have made it back to the main harbor area. And
After winding through some streets.
it's like a maze back there.
It is, yeah. There doesn't seem to be like a clear main shopping path, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we're just missing it. Where do you want to go now?
To see the cats.
Well, there's one right there.
Fun fact, Aubrey told me that if the cat has 3 colors,
It's always female.
it's always female.
My mama taught me that. She's a veterinarian. There's our cruise ship. Way over there.
So the area that we're about to walk into is called Little Venice.
Oh, is
And-
that where we are?
Yeah, so we
Oh.
went past this on the boat. Look, Aubrey, we made it to another island. It's starting to get warm again.
Ow.
We have stumbled upon an archaeological site. I guess Mykonos used to have a castle. And it's a fortress that overlooks the sea. Adventure. It just keeps going and going and going.
On another day when I wasn't so sleepy, I think I'd really enjoy shopping here. Yeah, I'm starting to see more some more unique things and handmade shops and a lot of clothing stores. And suddenly we're in the middle of a restaurant.
I think that's a thing here.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. This is
I just wanted
terrifying.
to, I don't want to walk this,
No thanks.
but I want to film this.
Oh no, there's another one.
The waves just crash onto people right here.
It's really good.
Poor guy with the broom, sweeping the water off of the path.
I think it's a lost cause.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine sitting at these chairs?
Right?
And not only are people walking in front of you, but then you're getting splashed with water.
I'm sure it's probably certain times of day.
Which is now,
Yeah.
at sunset.
So we should definitely go that way.
Yeah, let's go that way.
I think this is a eucalyptus tree.
Oh, eucalyptus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. It smells like lemony.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we continue? We were taking a stroll up this quite a steep hill to reach the windmills.
The windmills, the famous windmills. Like Mamma Mia, except not this island. Mamma Mia didn't happen here. But I was gonna say that I really like the contrasting colors of the pure white buildings to like, there's reds and light blues and dark blues. Typically you think it's the dark blues, but I've never seen red in any of the islands.
Yeah.
And that's really pretty.
Windmills on one side, garbage on the other.
I have found another kitty friend. Aubrey and I were saying that we think that we like Mykonos better than Santorini.
Yeah, which we chose not to come here on our honeymoon because we thought it was just a party clubbing scene, which it is. There is a lot of clubbing and partying here, but that's not all that it is. It's been very charming walking around. I don't know, I kind of wish we had come here on our honeymoon.
It's like Santorini was too posh.
Which, like we said, Mykonos was posh too. I don't know, but I do think Santorini's more authentic. Like I said, walking around here, a lot of the buildings and stuff seem like they were made to look that way, like for
Instagram.
tourists.
Yeah. But also,
I don't know if that's true though.
yeah, there is a nightclub scene here, but it doesn't seem like that's the only thing.
In my opinion, Mykonos has been the best place for clothes shopping.
More fashion, fashion, more fashion, fashion.
Go. Aye, more passion, more passion, more passion, more energy.
I've spotted another Greek kitty. Kitty, kitty, come back. He's hiding at the balcony. There's a kitty over here.
Oh, hello, baby.
The cat has found a prey. What will it do? It is excited. For dinner. Look at that flexibility. What will it find? Oh no, it found me. Uh-oh, I found the cat territories. They're coming for us. Oh no.
We gotta go, Brian. We gotta get out of here. Cat fight. Hey, there's the Scandinavian bar.
Our taxi driver in Athens said, you should go here. And then our tour guide from the boat today was like, oh, that's a place where the Italians and the Brits get like drunk.
But she said it was a good place to start because the drinks were relatively affordable. So she was like, start there and then leave.
Wow, look at the sun right now. Will this kitty be our friend? Kitty, kitty.
Oh no. We've got another butt licker. Hi. This one looks young, like it's not quite a year old yet.
Kitty, kitty.
Yeah, good scratches. Yeah. Oh. You see him reel away from the camera.
Is that Ryan Gosling?
Probably not.
Dude, it's like Ryan Gosling. Like Greek Ryan Gosling.
I could understand why you would see that.
Do we have to go in the water? No, I don't want to do that.
Well, look. No, you can walk around it. Here, I'll go first. I'll make a path.
Don't fall in. Uh-oh.
There's a lot of little places like that here, aren't there? Where it's just like, oh, you're in the water now. You're on the sand.
Aubrey,
Huh?
with so many cats here, I feel like these beaches would be a big giant cat box.
They probably clean them.
I think the crowds are coming in for the club.
I think this is all one tour.
All right, we're heading back to the ship. We're
For
meeting
dinner.
for dinner with the group. One last group dinner together.
We are at Razzle Dazzle. Razzle Dazzle for dinner. We've been here for brunch, but this is our first time for dinner. And I ordered to drink the Pop of Attraction. And it said it was topped with popcorn, and I thought there'd be like a kernel of popcorn on top. It literally comes in this popcorn container, topped with a handful of caramel corn, and the glass is in here. So you have to eat your way to the glass so you can get it out. So give me a minute. I'll get the glass out. Okay, I think I can extract the cup now. You ready? Ooh, and there's ice down there, so it stays cold. So this is the drink. I think it's like a twist on a margarita. It has tequila and lime and ginger. It's a little spicy. I think it's strong, too. I think the spice is the ginger. I personally would like a little bit more of a fruity flavor in my drink. Their ginger drinks here are very gingery. So if you like ginger and tequila, get this. And the presentation is really cool.
I have decided to order the Island Express, which has gin, rum, tequila, hibiscus sparkling water, something that says Telcus, supposedly the second most popular drink at this restaurant. So, cheers. It's very refreshing, especially with the sparkling water. I like it.
So I figured out how to drink this, which you might be thinking, duh, but you gotta eat the caramel corn, and while you still have the caramel flavor in your mouth, drink a sip of the drink. Also, caramel corn that is like gotten soggy from the drink is actually really good. It may sound weird, but it is. It's very good. I like it. I love it. It's growing on me. So we also ordered the Smoke and Mirrors, which comes in a serving size of 2 or 4. So we ordered the serving size of 4. And so they bring you a cup, and I believe it has the bitters and the alcohol already in it. Okay. And then they have this teapot, and they pour the tea into the cup. And it has mezcal, the tea, and bitters in it. And we're going to taste it. This is my second time having mezcal. Smells smoky. Let's see.
I think that's just tea.
Oh my gosh. It tastes like a little bit of a fruity tea with a little bitterness at the end. And I love that because I love tea and bitter things. I love this.
You would like mezcal?
For our dinner at Razzle Dazzle. Day number 6, Virgin Voyages. Resilient Lady, Greek Island Glow. We had many things from the menu, and they were all absolutely delicious. This is our favorite restaurant on the ship. So they have a vegetarian menu and also meat, and it's separated on the menu by color. So anything that's vegetarian is black, anything that is meat is red. So I tried all of the vegetarian starters, which included the avocado green goddess salad, the king trumpet carpaccio, and the fried green tomatoes and okra. The carpaccio, it had crispy leek, so they were like crispy leek, crispy pieces, pickled mushrooms, a watercress salad, and then I believe there were very thin slices of king trumpet mushrooms on the bottom, because a carpaccio would be a very thinly sliced meat, but it was a very thinly sliced mushroom and it was absolutely delicious. It had like a tart flavor from the pickled mushroom. I had never had a pickled mushroom before, and it was delightful. The fried green tomatoes and okra were pretty good. I'm from the South, so not as good as some stuff I've had at home, but still good. I love okra. And the green goddess salad, also delicious. Then for our mains, we tried the carrots, which had a caramelized yogurt on top that became a foam. It tasted a little bit like a risotto, but it was carrots and couscous. Very good. We also had the fried chicken with a buttermilk biscuit, and it had some braised kale with it and honey. The chicken was very good. Kale, very good. Biscuit, again, I'm from the South. Not the best biscuit I've ever had. Actually, it wasn't a very good biscuit at all. Drown it in the honey, combine it with the chicken. Is all right. I didn't know there was butter on the table. It would have made it 10 times better. We also tried the slow-cooked short lamb shank. And again, it was delightful. It was so good. It was melt in your mouth, fall off the bone. Salt, so salty. So salty on the outside. Got to get it all mixed up, but in the top 5 lamb I've probably had, lamb shank. I've traveled a lot. So we also got the short rib pastrami, which was a short rib that has been, I guess, cured like pastrami. It was okay. It was kind of weird. Very strong flavor, very salty. I wouldn't want it as a main. We got it to share. We shared it between like 4 people, and it was okay.
I would say that it tasted more like beef jerky or like a smoked,
yeah, it had a
smoked meat.
Yeah. That was all right. But I mean, there's tons more on this menu. It's all pretty unique. We also got desserts. Before I even looked at the menu, Brian had ordered all 4 of them. They have a vanilla bean crème brûlée that has berries on the top, a s'mores bowl that has a rich chocolate pudding in the bottom, topped with these little dollops of bruleed marshmallow and then crushed graham crackers. They also had brown sugar baked pears that were like, well, they were baked. That's what they were like. Topped with a phyllo pastry and some vanilla yogurt. Also very good if you like that kind of thing. I prefer chocolate. And then we also had a rum apple cake with a cinnamon ice cream. Again, delicious. We were ranting and raving about this dinner, and we almost didn't come, but we do not regret eating at this restaurant. We mentioned this before, but just remember, you can order whatever you want off the menu, even if it's multiple things from the same category. Like, I got all 3 starters. We each got 2. Brian got 3 mains. It's included. Just order the food that you want, okay? And share it, and you don't have to eat it all.
Razzle Dazzle dinner. It's the best dinner.
Best dinner.
It is the end of the day, our first day in Mykonos, day number 6. It's almost been a whole week on the ship, and we rode on a boat, had more ice cream, and then we walked around Mykonos at sunset, and Mykonos was surprisingly charming. I thought that it was interesting because we did a video back at the beginning of the year talking about Tarpon Springs being like Greece, and we've always been like, well, what part of Greece is this like? And I think that I've come to the conclusion that it's based off of Mykonos.
Or at least it feels, Mykonos really still feels like you see the fishing village roots, which is what Tarpon Springs feels like.
The only difference is that Mykonos has some very posh areas, and I don't think Tarpon Springs really has that, and if they did, it's like houses and not necessarily like shopping. Tarpon Springs even has like one of their most famous restaurants is called Mykonos, and it's like one of their oldest restaurants, so like that makes sense. Aubrey and I had the opportunity to go to Mykonos for our honeymoon, and then we chose not to because we thought, oh, this is a clubbing place, or this is a place that people come to party, and we don't want to be part of that. And I think it was quite the opposite of that.
Well, I think it's still, like I said when we were walking around, it is still a party place, but that's not all that it is, and we kind of thought that was all that it was. So yeah, we were surprisingly charmed by Mykonos. What did you think of our catamaran excursion?
Well, part of the issue was that because we couldn't dock at port, we had to rely on the tenders, and the tenders could only do a small limited amount of people on it. And so everybody arrived to their excursion. They arrived to the excursion 45 minutes later, and then Virgin said, oh, we'll make up the time, don't worry about it, and then that didn't happen.
Yeah, at least for us. We got to the boat and they were like, oh, okay, come on to the front of the boat. We're 45 minutes behind. And then we still got back around the same time.
As listed.
Yeah, as listed.
So that stunk. But anytime that you have a sailing day, it's a fun day.
Yeah, the sailing days were my favorite always. It's very relaxing because, like, you go on the boat, you get to sit. I will say, though, getting to the boat was a journey because we had to do the tender and then a bus and then a little dinghy boat to get us to the catamaran. And that was slightly scary, but once we got on the catamaran, it was good. And the crew cooked us lunch, and it was delicious. It's probably the best boat lunch I've had. They had drinks on the boat for us all day, including wine and beer and soda and water. You did have to bring your own towel, so if you're gonna do that excursion, bring your own towel. And we also had a guide that met us at the bus that bussed us over to the catamaran port. And she actually got on the boat with us and stayed with us all day and then rode the bus back with us. So it was nice to have a tour guide that was hired by Virgin to kind of go around with us. And it was extra fun because she was from France originally, so we spoke some French. And she was like, oh, good, if I can't think of a word in English, I can consult with you. And her name was Nina. She was wonderful. Hello, Nina, if you're watching.
The water wasn't as cold as I would have thought because we went to more shallow areas, I guess. They were about like 10 feet deep for swimming, and water was probably like 70, 72 degrees, which is like the springs in Florida, and usually in the Mediterranean it's colder than that. So it's very refreshing after being so hot this week, and gorgeous views on the boat.
We didn't have that much time to swim. So the first stop, it was about a 30-minute swim stop, and then the second stop we ate lunch. They took about 15 minutes to get lunch all prepared and stuff. So we didn't swim while they were doing that because we were waiting on lunch, and then we ate lunch. And then by the time it was time to swim afterward, they were like, oh, we only have 15, 30 minutes again. So all in all, we only had about an hour total to swim.
Out of the like 6 hour?
Yeah, I wish we would have had a little bit more swim time because that's what I was most looking forward to. But I will say at the end of the day, I felt like it was a good amount of time that we spent. And I know these excursions booked through the cruise ship are expensive, but I think that there are little things that you experience, like the fact that we had a guide that went with us the whole day. And, you know, all this transportation to get you to the right place is arranged. And if your tender is late, then, like, if you're getting off the boat late, the excursion doesn't start until you get there because it's organized by the cruise ship. Whereas if you booked something third party on land, they're not necessarily going to wait for you if you can't get there by a certain time. So we only booked 2 excursions through the cruise ship, and I think that was the right call for us. I think if we had done any more than that, it would have felt like too much. The other days we just made our own schedule, got off the boat, explored, and we weren't tied to anything, and we didn't spend more money. So
And then dinner after we walked through Mykonos.
let's talk about Razzle Dazzle.
Razzle Dazzle.
I was dazzled and razzled.
We almost didn't go to that dinner, and we were just like, yeah, this is a throwaway restaurant. And I think it ended up being one of our favorite.
Boy, were we wrong.
Lots of food offerings, a lot of tasty food.
If you're a vegetable girly like me, like I need my fiber, I need my vegetable fiber, because it's like their vegetarian restaurant, but then they also have meat options, but they have a lot of vegetarian options. So I got 2 salads to start, and then I got an entree that was just some vegetables, and then I also got some meat. So it was a good kind of cleanse for me to be able to have so many vegetables. But yeah, the food was delicious. The drinks were fun and delicious and unique. I think those might have been some of the most unique drinks that I've seen, like the popcorn and the tea drink. I was so impressed. I really was. Also, that was the quickest restaurant we ate at because every single night it's been taking 2+ hours, like 2.5 hours to eat dinner. And it took us just under 2 hours, maybe like an hour 45. That was a plus. And the waitstaff were super nice. Our waitress was from South Africa. Hello, Winnie, if you're watching. Yeah, it was just a wonderful experience. I loved Razzle Dazzle dinner. Highly recommend. Probably my favorite restaurant we've eaten dinner at.
So tomorrow is our last cruise ship day. The ship is staying in Mykonos overnight, and then around 1 p.m. tomorrow, we are shipping out back to Athens. So we got 1 more day.
2 more nights.
And if you like what you saw and you want to see more, click that subscribe button.
Or this video. And the subscribe button.
Don't forget to leave a comment and tell us which restaurant is your favorite on Virgin Voyages. I'm gonna pin the Tarpon Springs video to this video too. So we'll see you on the next one.
Till tomorrow.
It's a Razzle Rizzler.
This was the Razzle Dazzle. There doesn't.
I swear that Aubrey did not swear. She
I
didn't
was
get
gonna
censored.
say, Mama
But
mia. Have to finish chewing.
I have not. I sniffed it.
Okay.